Since Friday, the IDF operating inside Gaza. The operation started small, gradually expanding over time. The operation uses coordinated combined tactics, attacking from air, sea, and ground. On Monday, a soldier, Uri Magidish, was released during a ground operation after she was kidnapped by terrorist organization Hamas on the 7th of October. Praise the Lord for her release, and we have to pray for 242 hostages remaining in Gaza captured by Hamas. The same day, before the information about the successful rescue of the hostage, Hamas published a video with 3 Israeli women held hostages by Hamas. In the video, the women were shown being upset with Benjamin Netanyahu, where one of them were talking, demanding to make a ceasefire and release them by any necessary measures. Netanyahu said this is a cruel psychological manipulation of Hamas, and there is no actual deal that can be reached with Hamas. The terrorists just trying to win time, dividing Israeli crowd. In the next days, IDF got closer and closer to Hamas headquarters and tunnels, and heavy battles was going in the area. 15 IDF soldiers were killed on Wednesday. May their memory be blessed. By Thursday afternoon, IDF totally surrounded Gaza City, and the ring was closing on Hamas slowly. 12,000 Hamas targets were destroyed. Many leaders were eliminated. On the other fronts, the situation is slowly escalating. Hezbollah attacking on the Lebanese border, and IDF attacks back. Up to this day, more than 50 Hezbollah militants were reported killed. Israel estimates the number is higher. Many terrorist cells were destroyed before they were able to launch a missile. On Thursday, significant escalation happened on the Lebanese border. Hezbollah attacked with a barrage of anti-tank missiles, injuring Israelis. IDF responded harshly with many Hezbollah targets destroyed. Later today, Friday, Nasrallah is scheduled to give a speech. Israel expects prior to the speech he make sure to have some achievements that can brag about, which means before the speech he'll probably strike harder. The Houthis in Yemen keeps us busy sending missiles and aircraft towards Israel. All the attacks were successfully intercepted before they reached Israeli airspace. On Thursday, IDF published a video of F-35 aircraft intercepted a missile from Yemen. Also, Israeli Navy warship was brought into the Red Sea and just took position there. Inside Israel, Jenin, Tulkarem, and more Arab villages have violent clashes with IDF almost every day and every night, while we're arresting Hamas terrorists. Ismail Haniyeh flew in private jet to Iran to meet with Iranian president on Thursday. We don't know what was in this meeting, but despite Biden's administration not saying it openly, we know everything Hamas is doing is funded, created, and guided by Iran. Hamas and other terror organizations inside Israel and outside of Israel, Lebanon, Syria, Yemen, and more, all are Iranian regime proxies, and all should be destroyed. So here are the numbers as we're going through the day 27 after the massacre. 242 hostages held in Gaza, 30 of them believed to be children. Over 8,000 rockets were fired at Israel. 250,000 Israelis have been evacuated from their homes in the south and in the north. Unfortunately, more IDF soldiers were killed in the last days. The names of them were published slowly and carefully after informing the families, of course. We knew fighting Hamas would have its cost, and while trying to prevent casualties to civilians on both sides, we also carefully protected our soldiers. IDF take time and slowly but surely eradicates Hamas. We still don't have any information about the hostages. Are they alive? Have the wounded and the sick got any medical help? The Red Crescent totally ignores its job, claiming Hamas isn't allowing them to get close to the hostages. Imagine those victims, horrified, brutally abused. Some lost their entire family, orphan children and babies, elderly women who don't have their medical supplies for their basic needs. Humanitarian aid freely flowing into Gaza, and the world is pressuring Israel to give more, to let fuel enter. The world doesn't pressure Hamas to immediately release the hostages. The world even don't demand the Red Crescent to check on the hostages. What a crazy world we live in. But I have hope. The Lord won't leave the apple of his eye, and we will stay strong and we will win. Thank you for your support. With your help, we're feeding the families in Israel who desperately need your help. In this time, when more than 250,000 people displaced, many businesses closed, and more families need help to provide basic food to survive, let's help them together. Let's reach as many as we can. Share this video and visit us on thegoldenreport.com. God bless.